Good morning, Panthers. I'm Jack Muir.
And I'm Angel Mendoza. Only 10 more days until winter break, 109 days until spring break, and 185 days until summer break.
This year has certainly been flying by fast.
So is this episode. Let's get back on track and dive right into our news. We all know that Newbury Park High School is full of caring and giving students and staff members. On the topic of giving back, the NPHS Band Program is hosting a fundraiser this Saturday, the 14th at Chipotle off of Broadbeck Drive. The fundraiser will last from 4 p.m. until 8 p.m. Mention the band, and 33% of the proceeds will be donated to the NPHS Band Program.
Speaking of supporting our performing arts groups, our choir group will have a concert on the 18th, 19th, and 20th. All of the performances will be from 7 to 9 o'clock in the PAC. Hope to see you all there. You know, Angel, with this cold weather, it's been hard to keep my tan at the beach.
Jack, you're plenty tan. But did you know while you're busy keeping your non-existent tan at the beach, there's people working hard to keep you safe there?
Yeah, lifeguards. Jackson got a chance to talk with a lifeguard that goes to our school. Let's take a look.
NPHS senior Eddie Warren is a bit of a beach boy. With the ocean being a big part of his life, it's no surprise where it took him.
I'm a state lifeguard for the state of California from Point Mugu down to El Matador Beach. As a lifeguard, I open up the tower usually around 9 o'clock in the morning and close around 5 o'clock. It ranges depending on crowds on the beach. We make sure that everybody that comes to the beach goes home safely.
As a lifeguard, Eddie has to deal with some tough obstacles.
At Point Mugu, there's some pretty sheer, steep cliffs that people sometimes get stuck on or fall off of. And I've had some pretty close calls where I've had to run up on the rocks there and get to people that were in trouble.
How did Eddie get into lifeguarding, you may be wondering?
I got into lifeguarding because ever since I was little, my parents would take me to the beach. I love the ocean. I love to surf, fish, and free dive. It was a natural progression for me to become a lifeguard because I've always been around lifeguards my whole entire life. Some of my best friends are lifeguards, and they helped me to get into it. At Tower 5 and North Beach of Leo Carrillo, there was a group of about 3 people up about a mile north of my tower. And there was a tower at the beach that they were at, but the person who was guarding the tower just closed up and left. And so I wasn't too worried about that water, but I had about 30 minutes till I was gonna close, and I decided to take one last look in the binoculars, and I looked up and I saw that the person was struggling. And I pulled them in, and on the way in, the guy said this was his first time at the beach, so that wasn't too surprising to me.
When it comes to lifeguarding, Eddie isn't a veteran, but if you see him at the beach, you can be a little more relieved. I'm Jackson Harris, reporting for PTV.
Thanks, Jackson, for that tubular package.
With just 2 weeks left until Christmas, there is still time to buy a Christmas tree. Our baseball team, as many of you may have seen or heard, is selling Christmas trees in the parking lot of the Newbury Park Library.
As you probably already know, we have some pretty amazing clubs here on campus. Charlotte Folds has some insight on a very special club here with an amazing president as well. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Emily Nyer. I'm the president of Panther Pals, and I've been the president for 2 years, and I've been doing Panther Pals for 3 years. Panther Pals is a different club than most clubs on campus because Panther Pals promotes friendship and inclusion. Not only is it benefiting the special needs department kids, but it is also benefiting just regular kids. I feel like I've learned more from these kids than they've probably learned from me. I've definitely learned patience, and I've learned the importance of small acts of kindness.
We're gonna make the mummies look somewhat like this, so I'm gonna pass out tape, and if you need help, the buddies will help you.
So we meet every Tuesday at lunch in F2, and since it's Halloween season, we made paper mache mummies. We used tape and googly eyes, and they got to decorate them as they wanted. And it was really fun because I made an example of this is what it should look like, but just seeing their creativity and how they see things is so cool. Like, they all look completely different, but they all based it off the same example, and I think that that's so amazing. Anybody can be a buddy, you just have to fill out an application, but we never deny anyone, everybody's always welcomed. Our buddies come in and they sit one-on-one with a student, or if the student wants to play a game that day and we're just having like a chill day and we don't have any activities planned, then they play a game with them or they can read to them. because for me, this club isn't like a job and it's not a club. For me, this is something I genuinely enjoy. A lot of people search like their whole life for something that they're passionate about and something like that they feel like gives them purpose. And I feel really grateful to have found something that gives me purpose.
Thank you, Emily. Reporting for PTV, I'm Charlotte Foltz.
Wow, thank you, Charlotte, for that awesome package on Panther Pals.
Are you interested in being part of our track team, but not exactly sure what event you want to participate in?
Join preseason track, learn more about the sport and the several different types of events, and get some training in. They meet at 2:30 Mondays through Fridays at the football field. See Coach Savota in D5 if you have any questions.
What are you doing, Angel?
I'm moving to the rest of my class. Hi, Mr. Kim.
Oh, that's a good idea. Hi, Miss Keeler.
Well, I guess we should stop waving and get back to our classes.
That's also a good idea. See you later, Panthers.